Hey guys, KP6 here, metal detecting in Alaska. Here in Fairbanks the last few days we've been waiting on some high winds to come. And today, right now, it's 12 below with a 9-mile-an-hour wind. Makes it about 32 below. Right before Christmas. Well, since the weather is getting colder, why don't we go ahead and take a ride around Fairbanks and see what it's like in Fairbanks, Alaska in December. It's pretty cool. Let's take a little drive around my neighborhood and see what's going on here, just in a local neighborhood in Fairbanks, Alaska. Now today's kind of a special day because today is the winter solstice here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Look at all that snow. Well, like I said, today is December 21st, the winter solstice. And I've always said that that's a big thing that here in Alaska you go by. And the reason I always say that is because it depends on the amount of time during the day, sunrise or darkness. Because like today, December 21st, here in Fairbanks, Alaska, we have 3.5 hours of daylight. And that's it. So, but the cool thing about today is starting today, we're gonna get somewhere around 7 minutes a day. We'll start gaining that every day. So in a week, several weeks, a month, it adds up. So right now we have 3.5 hours of daylight, and starting on December 21st, we'll start gaining 7 minutes a day, and we'll gain 7 minutes a day all the way up until June 21st, which is the summer solstice. And so we will gain 7 minutes a day starting now at 3.5 hours, and by the end of it, we will have almost 22, 23 hours of sunlight here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And then on June 21st, the summer solstice, we start losing 7 minutes a day until we drop back down to 3.5 hours of daylight here in December. So today's a pretty significant day here, because now our days are going to start getting 7 minutes longer every day. And eventually we will have 23 hours of daylight almost, and it will get warm. Everything's pretty snowed in right now. We just went over a speed bump and didn't even notice it. So I hope everyone out there is doing good, staying healthy, and getting ready for the holidays with their families. So I'm about to pass by the local gas station. Let's see how much gas is here in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's usually pretty high compared to some places. Woo, felt that bump. Well, it looks like regular unleaded is $2.59 a gallon and diesel is $2.66 a gallon. So how does that compare with where you live? Well, it's not too bad today. Pretty warm day, only minus 14. University of Alaska, Fairbanks, up on the hill. Roads aren't too bad here so far. Well, while I was out driving, I decided to stop and take a look at this. It looks pretty cool. Let's take a walk out across this bridge. And this is the only part of the river here in Fairbanks that does not freeze. The rest of it freezes solid. And look at the steam coming off this. This comes from our power plant. See, I think it's about minus 14 right now, but there is a little bit of a wind. So it probably makes it feel close to 20 below, I guess. It's pretty awesome looking, I think. Oh, there goes a duck down there. There are some ducks that stay year-round. Most of them go in the fall, but there are some ducks that stay, and they usually stay in this little bit heated water. Over here we have our Carlson Center where they have all the big events. There's all kinds of sports fields and parks, playgrounds. And one thing I like about Fairbanks is they have bike paths everywhere. So you can literally ride a bike pretty much anywhere here in town. You don't have to worry about, you know, the cars as much. All right, that was pretty cool. Well, I thought I'd come up to the University of Alaska here in Fairbanks because they sit way up on a hill. Wow, look at this mountain of snow. But they sit way up on a hill, so let's see what kind of a view we have here on the winter solstice. So right there is about as high as the sun will get in the sky. It'll just skirt along that horizon and then drop down. Shortest day of the year here. Normally you can see the entire Alaska range. I can see it, but it's real faint. Well, I thought while we were out, I would show you the river that was actually frozen. This is a spot that they call the ice bridge here in Fairbanks, and it's just a short ways from my home. And you can see that people have been using it. Normally this is a river and you have to go all the way around on a bridge. But during the winter, the river freezes up solid and you can actually use it as a bridge. Check this out. So as you can see, the bank goes down and you can see where people have been driving across the river and coming out on the other side. We call that the ice bridge. But you do have to be careful because people have fallen through the ice on winters when it hasn't been that cold. But it's been pretty cold here lately. We had wind chills down to 40 to 55 below here just the other day. So I'm sure that ice is probably pretty thick.